In season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message saying, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the
Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
With these teams, so much talent on offense, you can see the precision they play with.
Yeah, and it shows up in the way they move around the floor. Everyone knows exactly where they're supposed to be.
It's also in the speed in which they set up their offense. They don't waste any time getting into sets.
Wilson with the bucket.
A smart player with good intangibles. Wilson's a consistent scoring threat whenever she's out on the court.
Smith left side. Pass to Ogunbowale.
Over Stewart.
Ogunbowale, no good.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Back to Collier.
Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by the Aces. About 1 minute played here so far in the first.
Smith outside.
Launches it.
And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
With a naturally quick release, Smith is an effective option in catch-and-shoot situations.
For three, Napisa Collier gets a three-pointer to fall.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Ogunbowale. Kept alive.
Thomas. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O-boards.
And here's McBride. Back to Stewart. The three. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Well, capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself that time.
And in 2023, the Liberty made their long-awaited return to the WNBA Finals.
It's crazy to think about it, guys, but that was their first trip to the finals in 21 years. And despite it being the Liberty's 5th finals appearance, still no titles. Incredible when you think this is an original WNBA franchise and the amount of stars and Hall of Famers they've had over the years.
And this is her first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
And while Breanna Stewart has a lot of years left in the tank, she's already in the GOAT conversation.
It's crazy. I mean, she's had 5 straight top 3 finishes in MVP race. She's already won every award, every title. You took her in college, internationally, WNBA. She's on a path unmatched in the history of the game.
And she's good on the second.
What you gotta love about Stewie, she's a flat-out winner at every single level.
Yeah, she led Connecticut to 4 consecutive national championships. She's won multiple gold medals, WNBA Finals MVP in 2018 and 2020. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Please don't take your eyes off her, because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Now here's McBride. There's a screen by McBride. For 3. Sinks the triple.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Ionescu has it. Covered by Collier. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Collier. Griner with the screen. Back to Stewart. Collier. Clock at 6. Here's Griner. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that might be the last player in this league you want to get an offensive board. At 6'9", Griner can get the ball back up and in real quick.
Now here's Clark. Outside Agunmawale. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
For all the success Agunbawale has had in the WNBA, her heroics at the college level still really stand out.
Absolutely. Her buzzer beater to win the national title in 2020 is a magical moment. And it was no layup. We're talking about a fadeaway 3 with the defender all over her.
And the first one drops.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, you can get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, and, of course, Aces season in full swing.
So she gets them both.
I will never forget Agunbawale blowing up in college because of her clutch tournament baskets. Those were special.
Now here's McBride. Outside Stewart. Here's Collier. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
Now Ionescu. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Clark with it, and it's Wilson picking her up. There's Agunbawale with the 3. Wilson pulls it down. New York leading. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McBride. Back to Wilson. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
From deep three-point range, no shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Liberty up by 5. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through one.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here.
Las Vegas trailing. Here's Ionescu. Pass to Smith. Now here's Clark. Puts up a three. Griner with the rebound. Now here's McBride. Guarded closely. Collier covered by Smith. Now Stewart. Wilson. Here's Griner. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Well, Brittany Griner is just the 4th player in WNBA history to have double-digit all-star selections. That's incredible.
And the other 3 players are some of the best to ever do it, including Diana Taurasi, who Griner's played a lot of games with. What an honor.
And as the WNBA continues to grow, the leadership we're seeing throughout the league has been great.
Both on the players and league sides. Some great people in charge, doing what's right for the future.
Absolutely, Brian. And the big thing, everybody's on the same page. They all want to advance the sport, advance the league, and continue to just be an elite product.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Collier. Back to Wilson. It's rebounded by Thomas.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Smith over Stewart. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Pass to McBride. Back to Stewart. From past the arc. They get it back. Collier. The shot from the low post is good.
This speaks to Collier's no-quit attitude. She is just determined to keep plays going with her hustle.
And the Aces call time here.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Napheesa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college. She was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Minutes now played in this second quarter. Now here's Clark. McBride covering. Shot clock at 6. Peyton Clark outside. Rebound New York.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Griner. Collier. Shoots over Clark. And the basket by Collier.
Well, it's a player who does use the mid-range. It's part of what makes Collier difficult to defend. She can score from everywhere on the offensive end.
Ionescu has it. Covered by Collier. Smith outside. Here's Clark. Fires from deep. That ball is in the basket. He's now shot 6 and made 3.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Stewart. Napheesa Collier on the wing. Griner covered by Smith. And that one drops.
A valuable offensive talent. Griner's agile, and really the whole league knows it.
Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
Now here's Collier. She's got 9. Here's Griner. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Here's Smith. 8 points for her. Pass to Clark. Launches a 3. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. McBride with the ball. Collier outside. Here's Wilson, covered by Smith. Another shot. It's rebounded by Thomas. Now the Aces with it. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Smith. And here's Thomas. Clark outside. Let's go with a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. McBride with the ball. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Liberty out in front, up by 2. And we'll step away after the break. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been, quite simply, lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
The Aces trailing. Outside Agumbawale. And the Aces, another 3.
A skilled shooter from outside the arc. Agumbawale is someone that loves getting space to take these shots.
And you look at Arike Agumbawale's scoring numbers, they're historically good.
She came into the 2024 season averaging 20.5 points per game. That's the 3rd best average ever, and only Brianna Stewart has a better career average amongst active players. I mean, Arike's offensive arsenal is unreal.
Now here's Ionescu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Collier up top. She's covered by Thomas. Outside Stewart. This one for 3. She can't get that one to fall. And it's the Aces with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Collier. 6 on the shot clock. Stewart with the ball. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range.
Seems like Stewart could hit those in her sleep. And honestly, guys, I'm pretty sure she could.
Clark outside. Picked by Ionescu. Lets the three fly. Another three for Las Vegas.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here is Stewart. She's got 7. Wilson right side. Outside Stewart.
Offensive board.
Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Wilson.
Got to appreciate the hustle. Wilson doing whatever she can to keep possessions alive.
Ionescu has it. Collier's there. Smith, no good.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Collier gets the bucket.
And that'll tie this game up.
All right, if you had to choose one player to start a franchise with, who are you taking?
Honestly, it's going to surprise you, maybe, but this is an easy one for me. It's A'ja Wilson. She's the force in the league right now, the 2-time defending champion.
Oh, I agree. 2 MVPs, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and she's still in her prime. A'ja Wilson could get even better.
Timeout called the Aces. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Smith. And another miss by Las Vegas.
And Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing 3rd in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
And the Liberty with possession here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Nafisa Collier on the wing, covered by Smith.
6 to shoot. Pass to Stewart from downtown.
Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
It's over when Stewart can catch and shoot. With her pure J, that's just too easy.
To the left side wing. Caitlin Clark with the 3. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. Outside Stewart. Now here's McBride. There's the 3. Brianna Stewart, good for 3.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Pass to Smith.
Clark outside. Beyond the arc. New York with the rebound.
if they're smart, they can hold it to the last shot.
I mean, that's got to be what they're aiming for here, right?
Let's hope.
To the paint. Excellent D from Alyssa Thomas. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Liberty. They lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's McBride. Outside, Stewart. Pass to Collier. Screen by Griner. Takes the 3. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound. Las Vegas trailing. Ionescu left side. Smith. The 3. A rebound by Breanna Stewart. Now here's Wilson. Not a lot of room. Collier outside. And here's Griner. The shot, no good. Ionescu outside. Pass to Smith. Ogunbowale with it. Stewart's there.
Rugged play under the boards. That's showing some real backbone.
On offense, here the Liberty. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Thomas with the steal. Ionescu has it. Stewart's there. Ionescu, that's good.
With great size for a point, Ionescu could just bounce off contact.
New York calls timeout.
We know Alyssa Thomas is an outstanding all-around offensive player, but her defense is elite as well.
I mean, normally she's all defense. She's finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. She's led the league in steals. Thomas, you talked about her all-around game on offense, but defensively, she makes a very big impact.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. For 3, Kayla McBride. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last one.
Yeah, I mean, McGee's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's McBride. Outside Stewart. Collier. Back to Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Fires for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's done loads of damage from long range today, guys, and there's another big one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range.
Now here is Ionescu. Picked by Ionescu. Clark outside. The rebound by A'ja Wilson. New York in the lead. Now McBride. Pass to Stewart. Fires the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
I appreciate Stewart's ability to play bold in big moments. Every team could use a player like her.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Agumbawale. Defended by Stewart. Clark outside. Now here's Ionescu. Misses the three.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
Pass to Collier. Wilson. Now here's Griner. She's covered by Clark. A nice shot by Griner.
Tremendous offensive feel and touch from Griner. When Brittany gets in that close to the hoop, good night.
Outside Agumbawale. Thomas a screen. Shot to stop the run. Bangs home the trifecta.
No stranger to big buckets. Is anyone surprised to see Agumbawale come through for her team?
Right outside. Pass to Wilson. Excellent D from Alyssa Thomas.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Agumbawale, no good. And it's New York's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Back to Collier. Now Griner. She's covered by Thomas. Buries it.
Great idea getting it to Griner in this huge spot. She's played in so many big games. Nothing startles her.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. Ionescu from outside. The Aces with another miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Kayla McBride draws the double. And so it's New York with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Collier started now by Agumbawale. They double her with Smith. Just 4 to shoot. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Thomas. Griner, no good. And the Aces call time here.
Quick bucket and foul. It's really the only option they have at this point.
And the important thing, Tim, is who they foul. They don't want to send an ace to the line if they can avoid it.
Exactly, Brian. find the worst free throw shooter immediately.
Caitlin Clark with the three. Drains it from downtown.
Well, the defense on both sides has been invisible in this one.
That's the word for it. This game has had the look of a layup line for the most part. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, too.
At the line for Liberty, Kayla McBride. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And the Aces call time here.
Well, they're drawing up really the only thing they can here. Get off the quick shots and foul.
That's got to be the game plan. I mean, free throws are really their only hope here.
And here are the Aces now. Trailing by 4. Knocks down the trifecta.
And the defense really not organized on inbound play, and they paid for it with that 3.
New York calls timeout. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but you know, they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was a priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They should not waste any more time.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up 2. So she gets them both. And it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
Breanna Stewart with the steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Liberty, Kayla McBride. 2 shots.
That's right. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game. And so it's New York winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
Playoff atmosphere in the building tonight. Two of the elite teams in the WNBA squaring off.
This is as good as it gets. There's only a few teams in the league on this level.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, this is a preview of the playoffs. You know, if they don't meet in the postseason, I'll be shocked. And guys, the energy in this arena with these fans, it's going to be off the charts.
Now here's Wilson. Goes up again. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Brittany Griner. Left side, Stewart. Thomas. Pass to Clark. Back to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
They get it back.
Griner. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Because of Griner's effort and enthusiasm on the boards, she's able to create second-chance buckets for her team.
Outside Agumbawale. It's good from long range.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
No doubt about it. Arike Agumbawale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Well, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to defense.
So effective from beyond the arc. Ogwumike relishes any chance she gets to pull the trigger.
Wilson outside. Pass to Ionescu. Ogwumike with the rebound.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Here's Thomas. Fires for 3. The rebound by A'ja Wilson.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Outside Agumbawale. For 3. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far, Stewart with the bucket.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
Now here's Agumbawale. 6 points for her. Now here is Ionescu. Defense right on her. Reach over Clark. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Ogwumike. Clark outside. Back to Ogwumike. To the inside. Pulls up.
Clark can't get it to go. Atlanta leading. And talking about the Dream, they do one thing very well, that's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
Clock at 6.
Nafisa Collier on the wing.
Off the mark there with the 3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Knocks it loose. Agumbawale with it. Ogwumike picks her up. Agumbawale, good.
This coach has to love when Ogunbowale gets a steal. A tremendous ball handler. She can just go coast to coast herself.
Now here's Clark. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Ogwumike outside. Shot clock at 5. Tries from the block. Uses the glass to drop it in.
You got to do more than that to stop Ogwumike, one of the best built players in the WNBA.
Agumbawale with it. She's got 8. Ionescu outside. The three. New York with the rebound. Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Clark outside. From outside the arc, knocks down the three ball.
3 points.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Liberty out in front. They lead by 2. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Good effort. Very tight defense from them through the first quarter.
Really a big part of why they are up right now. You know, their defense has been on point.
Pass to Griner. Stewart, 6 to shoot. Good. And the assist goes to Brittany Griner.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
The #1 overall pick in 2016, Breanna Stewart continues to be a big-time player in the W.
Well, her transition from Connecticut to the WNBA was seamless. She won Rookie of the Year and established herself as a star right from the jump. Now, as a veteran, Stewie remains one of the most dominant players in the league.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here is Ionescu. Wilson, defended by Stewart. Fader on the way, and that one good.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other, shot for shot, play for play.
Man, I hope this game keeps on going forever.
And the Liberty call time here.
Here is Stewart. Defense is right there. Here's Ogumake. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Atlanta with the ball. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. Ogunbowale shot is off. New York trailing here. Clark, guarded now by Ogunbowale. Back to Clark. Pass to Thomas. Reiner. Over Ionescu. And the jumper from down low is true.
Well, we know not every team in the league is a title contender. So what's the key for teams in the rebuilding process, Brian?
Your scouting department really matters, because if you're a losing team, your draft picks, whether first or second round, will play.
Yeah, and also in luck as well. I mean, those ping pong balls going your way, winning the lottery, getting the first overall pick. You can add an Asia Wilson or Leah Boston. And when you add a player of that value, that can change your fortunes pretty quickly.
Now here's Clark. Lets it go. The long distance three is buried.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Ionescu. They trail by 1. Ogunbowale, defended by Stewart. Pass to Collier. And the dream, another three.
A great shooter from deep. Collier responding with her own trifecta.
Here's Ogumake. He has 5. Clark. Five on the clock. Stewart up top. Fires from deep. Here's Griner. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, seeing over defenders contributes to Griner's dominance down low. She's just lethal around the rim.
Now here's Ionescu. She's covered by Clark, and that one drops.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
And here's Ogumake. Thomas outside. Pass to Clark. This one for 3. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
Handles the ball like a point guard. Thomas has the confidence and ability to disperse the rock.
Now here's Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Jones outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Breanna Stewart.
Phenomenal defense from Stewart on that play. It's no surprise she's regarded as one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Alyssa Thomas for 3. They get it back. Griner. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort. Now Ionescu. Pass to Wilson. Collier outside. Connects from 3-point range. Here's Thomas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Liberty out in front, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please bring up your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. And really an incredible game from Ogunbowale.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Pass to Griner. Here's Clark. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think we'll probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
One thing about Napheesa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
She knocks down the first one.
And when it comes to defensive prowess, there's not too many players that can impact a game like Napheesa Collier.
It gets overlooked sometimes because of her offense, but Napheesa is outstanding on defense. She's the kind of player that opposing coaches have to game plan for at both ends.
So she gets them both.
You know, we try to not play favorites, but the truth is we're all fans here. So, guys, who is your favorite player to watch?
This is easy. I got to go with Sabrina Ionescu, who's also from my hometown of Walnut Creek. She plays so unselfish, but also has an amazing three-point shot, so she can score in bunches.
I'm a big Kelsey Plum fan. You know, I love players who can shoot, and Kelsey certainly can do that. But she also has other parts of her game that are very good. And, of course, I mean, lefties, they just make everything look better.
Now here is Agumake. He has 5. Alyssa Thomas, long range. Hits the three-point bomb.
And what a bonus it is when Thomas is knocking down threes. Because when her perimeter game is on, the defense doesn't really know what to do.
And the dream call time here. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Wilson outside. Pass to Ogunbowale. From past the arc. Good on the triple.
A volume scorer through and through. Ogunbowale can generate her own momentum pretty quickly.
Thomas outside. They get a hand on it. And here's Griner. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feed.
When you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, the kick out is the only choice.
Pass to Wilson. Ogunbowale, defended by Stewart. Ogunbowale with it. Griner's there. Ogunbowale, no good. Now here's Agumake, guarded closely. Ogumake sets a screen. Caitlin Clark outside. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Outside Ogunbowale. Arike Ogunbowale with another miss. New York leading. An open look for Breanna Stewart. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Left side of Ogunbowale.
As well as she shot in the last quarter, it's been another story in this quarter. She just can't get anything to fall for her.
Now here's Thomas. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Collier left side. Pass to Ionescu. Takes the 3. That shot off the mark. Ogumake with the ball, and it's Wilson picking her up. Now Clark takes the 3. They get it again. Now here is Stewart. Ogumake outside. Shot clock at 6. Clark outside. And it's off from three-point range. To Ionescu. Shot to stop the drought. Ogumake with the rebound. Caitlin Clark with the 3.
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Nafisa Collier on the wing, defended by Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. The 3 ball. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Liberty. They're up by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Outside Agumbawale. The screen by Collier. Elbow shot. Agumbawale, no good.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Thomas outside. Pass to Clark. Here's the three. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Wilson with it. She's covered by Ogumake. Here's Agumbawale. She sinks the 11-footer.
Such a signature part of Agumbawale's game. She's hit many game winners with that exact shot.
Thomas outside. The three. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. Atlanta trailing here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to Agumbawale. Back to Ionescu. Fires the three. Drops in the tray.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
New York calls timeout. We've gone about 1.5 minutes into this fourth quarter. Thomas outside. Pass to Clark. And she banks in the layup.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
Now here is Ionescu. Outside Agumbawale. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The screen by Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Wilson. Over Ogumake. Atlanta, another bucket.
Explosive first step with an accurate mid-range J. It's part of what makes Wilson so tough to guard.
Outside Stewart. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointers.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
A nice shot by Wilson.
As big-time a player as you'll ever see. A'ja Wilson in the clutch.
Ogumake with the ball. Pass to Clark. Thomas a screen. Clark can't hit.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
And here's Collier. She's covered by Ogumake. Agumbawale with it. The three is up. Griner with the rebound. Ogumake outside. Clark. Outside Stewart. Pass to Ogumake. And that one hits back iron.
Played some hard-nosed D in the paint there. Well done.
That really was a good job protecting the bucket. Held her ground nicely.
Now Collier lets it go from deep. Not gonna go that time. Here's Clark. Stewart up top. To the middle. Reiner, covered by Ionescu. Reiner, shot is good.
You see the vision from Stewart there. That's something that every coach in the league would appreciate.
Atlanta calls timeout.
volley. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Talk about coming up clutch. How about Ionescu sinking the huge shot?
And she commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely. Brianna Stewart draws the double. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Asia Wilson. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Liberty, Alyssa Thomas. 2 shots.
As she doesn't get the first one to fall, really trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts them up 5. And the dream call time here.
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. But if there's less, they're going to have to foul.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. New York with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
14 foul. At the line for Liberty, Brittany Griner. 2 shots.
On the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws good this time, and it's a 7-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home.
And here's Agumake. And so it's New York winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.